field. First move, computer 1. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 1, mana charge. Computer 2, draw card. Mana charge. Computer 1.
And round 6.
Card. Mana charge.
Flame Novice or Cloud Runner Marauder, the eternal question. Which one will kick this off? Let's go with a Flame Novice. It usually is Flame Novice.
Draw card.
Now that I've said that, it's going to be Cloud Runner Marauder, isn't it?
Mana release.
It's going to be neither.
Summon.
Now comes Flailmonger. You're probably thinking, how can that thing come out? The summoning lock's on, and it's a locked creature. Ah, but if you summon a creature which is locked to its home element, you can bring it out before the lock.
Summon.
That's how. So summon to a Biolith field, it's allowed to come out before 4 creatures are. That's answered with Cloud Runner Marauder. Call me shocked by this development. 1 damage to him. It looks really bothered. Does reduce it to 3 health.
Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Elven Plague Dancer. Magic creature.
Attack.
It attacks its target but does not kill it. Rotates it 180 degrees.
Let me hear you scream.
So you take 1 damage, and you become useless. Enjoy firing off into nothing.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Tree Foxes. When summoned, they rotate the creature in front of them 180 degrees. So I guess you could consider her useless? Well, she's a magic creature, so she wouldn't really care what direction she's facing. But she is dead because of blind spots. So yeah, she is useless. She's worse than useless.
Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card.
Advantage with Computer 2.
Mana release. Summon.
Now comes Vezar Swordsman. Blind spots on all sides apart from the front, but they do hit for 2.
Attack.
And they are hitting a blind spot. Which means very bad news if you're a tree fox. Because you're dead.
Behold my power!
Mana charge.
Advantage back with Computer 1.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
There's the Flame Novice. Well, it wasn't turn 1 Flame Novice, but it came out eventually. He does add 1 to his attack half the time.
Unlocked.
We'll have to see if he ever gets a chance to do that.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Now comes Queen's Courier, the Dex.
Draw card.
Glorified Health.
Discard. Graveyard.
Which Courier allows you to draw 2 cards and then discard 2. He's got rid of Seer Vizak's Cleansing, and I believe that was a Vezar Swordsman.
Mana charge.
But yeah, those guys don't attack, so they literally just sit there.
Summon.
That's their whole shtick. Now comes Dwarf Sniper. 2 fields in front of Dwarf Sniper cannot dodge. Got a feeling they're not going to anyway. They are going to get shot in the side though. Which, because there's our swordsman, is also a blind spot. Got bonus damage. Ooh, they're not going to survive this.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge.
This summons into check.
Mana release. Summon.
Ah, Tree Foxes come out and they are going to rotate the dwarves, making them useless. I was just thinking that no matter what this creature is, if I was Computer 2, I would use the dwarves to kill the Verzar Swordman, because it's only 1 mana. But you can't do that anymore. They're facing off the board. And they took a bonus damage there because of the blind spot. Check for Computer 1, Computer 2 must kill.
Mana charge.
Has a target it can obviously go for.
Release. Summon.
And now we're starting to see machines. Athenic Citadel comes out.
Attack.
Of course it's going to attack them. If it attacks anything else, it's going to lose. And 1 magic zap to the face. And you're dead.
Mana charge.
What's Computer 2 into check? Computer 1 must kill.
Draw card. Mana charge.
Does have a
Mana
target.
release.
Could kill the dwarves.
Summon.
And that's exactly what it's going to do. Flailmonger comes out. 2 fields in front of Flailmonger.
Attack.
Has a summoning cost increase on any creatures, increased by 2. And it does cleave. So, 2 damage to the dwarves, it only needed 1, but it also hit the blind spot of the
Mana charge.
foxes, so they take 2 damage as well. They're reduced to 1.
Check.
Check for Computer 1.
Draw card.
Computer 2 likely going to go for the
Mana
foxes,
charge. Mana
mainly
release.
because it has to.
Summon.
Or chooses not to. That's an interesting play. Actually, it's not. That works out. Swordsmen are going to attack the Flailmonger. That's going to reduce Flailmonger to 1. Flailmonger is not going to like that and is going to counter-attack, which means it's going to kill the Tree Foxes. But it's only going to deal 1 damage to the Swordsman, because that's the only side that doesn't have a blind spot on it.
Mana charge.
So that sets up the Flailmonger to actually get killed in a future turn.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Check for Computer 2. Computer 1
Mana charge. Mana release.
probably going to go after the Swordsman in the middle.
Summon.
1 damage would do it. And indeed, that's what it's going for.
Attack.
Now comes Terraformer for a simple damage. Which becomes 2 from the blind spot. And because it's a Terraformer, it swaps the field it stood on with the target's field. So that centre field is now a wood field.
Check.
Oh, not many places to summon here, although the field next to the Flailmonger has been opened up, so it is susceptible to being killed.
Mana release. Attack.
Unless, of course, you're going after the next Citadel, in which case you don't have to care. You just zap it.
Mana charge.
Those 2 fields have their summoning cost reduced
Mana release.
back to normal.
Summon.
Biolith Centurion.
Attack.
I'm not actually sure what Biolith Centurion's ability is. It's just triggered there. All I know is he's going to smack these Queen's Courier. He won't kill them, but on damage. While Biolith Centurion is on a Biolith field, subtract 1 from the activation cost of adjacent allied creatures.
Draw card.
So those
Mana charge.
useless Marauders cost 1 less.
Mana release.
But, as we've already said, they're
Summon.
useless. Now comes Behemoth Terraformer. Gonna go after the
Attack.
Flame Novice, the only thing it can kill. There's 1 damage, and it will swap fields, which means the Flame Novice is now no longer stood on fire, so it loses 2 health.
Mana charge.
Ooh. Double Terraformer. Do you dare summon next to it?
Check. Computer 2.
Ooh. That's actually quite a strong play. No matter which field you take, it's going to hurt.
Mana release. Summon.
Unless, of course, you've got a tank, sir. Probably the only thing that can get you out of shit, sir. Seems to be a running theme in this deck. If you're in shit, bring out a tank, because it's probably one of the only things that's going to save you. I think because it's the hardest hitting thing in the deck.
Mana charge.
Yeah, nothing comes close.
Check.
Closest thing is Bear Morph, but
Draw card.
that relies on the transformation.
Mana charge.
Down goes the Terraformer, Computer 2 in check, Computer 1 must kill.
Summon.
Ooh, we're going into a tank war. However,
Attack.
this tank's going to be slightly more effective. So, +2 attack because one of the targets has a summoning cost of 4 or more. Which means 4 damage to both of you, which means double kill, sir.
Mana charge. Mana charge.
Centurion's ability is no longer applying to the useless Marauders. Big advantage for Computer 1 now.
2. Draw card.
You can't really summon next to the tank and attack it because you'll die, and you can't summon next to the Terraformer because you'll lose the field. Oof.
Summon.
We do have Terraformers though.
Attack.
I'm gonna go after the Couriers. So 1 damage here. And they're no longer stood on water, so they're going to lose 2 health and die.
Mana charge.
That was literally their whole game plan, just to sit there and absorb damage, but now they're dead.
Draw card. Mana charge.
You want to summon back into check.
Mana release. Summon.
Now comes a Centurion.
Attack.
You're not going to get much damage from a Centurion, but it does have 4 health, so it's not easy to take down. So just a casual 1 to the Citadel.
Check.
That puts it into check. Computer 2 must kill. It's got to deal at least 4 damage.
Mana charge.
That's a desperation play. I don't really see much point in it. Goalie Altar. Both players receive mana equal to the number of enemies on the board, so Computer 1 gets 3 and Computer 2 gets 4. But what are you going to do with 10 mana that you couldn't do with 6?
Attack.
Well, 2 goes into the Citadel. That's going to attack the Flailmonger. So there's 1 damage. He's reduced to 3, and he is in a corner, so he's not going to be affected much.
Mana release.
Oh, okay.
Summon.
So 6 mana has been paid here because it's been summoned onto a field in front of a Flailmonger, which means that its summoning cost has increased by 2. So you've just summoned a 4-cost creature for 6 cost,
Computer 1.
just to deal 1 damage and swap a field with a creature which is not bothered by it.
Mana release.
No, well. Computer 1 summoning for the win. And here's another Queen's Courier.
Draw
You
card.
done screwed up. We couldn't have had many more machines on the field. Oh well.
Graveyard.
Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and 2 spell cards are confined to the graveyard. We finish as we started.
Computer 1 wins.